All right. Peace, fam, peace. I'm trying to get on time. I'm trying to start on time. Y'all see the brother trying to start on time, right? Yeah, right? We trying to get it. We got him narrowed back to 5:15, right? We got the text going out. We got everything. I'm trying to get it, family. I don't have to do nothing. Matter of fact, that's not why I wash out the piece. But get your water, family. Get your water. We got some stuff to talk about, as we usually, not as we usually do, but since I'm getting up, I'm monitoring the news for this newsletter, trying to get stuff together with that, trying to get the team together on that. I mean, it's kind of hard, working with my people. Sometimes like herding cats and shit. But hey, I still love it. Family, we got some serious challenges ahead of us. I want to read a couple of articles to you. But before we do all that, I need to say welcome to the congregation of the mighty. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Girl, what's wrong with you? Well, I know what's wrong. So I come downstairs this morning, and guess what? Sasha done snuck downstairs and got on my computer. So she turned it down real low so that nobody can hear her on it. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm dealing with. 5 years old, right? She sneaked down to get on the computer, turned it down real low so nobody could hear it. So shouts out to Brother Kwame, shouts out to Sister CeeLo. Good morning. Of course, this is a Heart of December production, and this is the Daily Toast, where we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Let's get it. Get your water. Y'all know what to do. Get the water. You know this type of water. Kujichagulia. Uh-oh. Y'all speaking the language. Drink your water. Come on, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and sip your water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, breathe. Drink, breathe. Now lift your glass and drink some water. Now lift your glass and drink some water. Now lift your glass and drink your water. Now lift your glass. Drink. Now move your body, drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Now move your body. Drink. Move. What did I say? Move. Drink. Y'all ready? Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Man. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass. Drink. Now lift your glass and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move, toast. Breathe, live, move, toast. Now lift your glass and drink some water. Messed up again. Take your breath and drink some water. Move Everybody drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. I just had to get off for a second to check to see if the website used cookies and other. Okay. All right, that's cool. To see if I sent the text message out, but I didn't see the text message come through, so I want to make sure that everybody is getting what they need. Getting the text. I need to make sure my family getting the text, because this ain't making no sense. I send the text out. I want to make sure everybody getting it, because we pay per text. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm sending them out because I want to, you know, make sure we're getting what we desire. You know what I'm saying? We live in an economy. You know what I'm saying? Nation building means you got to learn how to run an economy. And I'm running an economy. I want to make sure that the text is going out. Okay, it says it went out. Okay, cool. Brother Kwame got his. Cool. All right, cool. So now, let's go look at some of this news, family. All right. So yesterday, we talked about the brother getting shot outside of the Circle. Is it the Circle K? Right? In Florida, right? So then I wake up this morning, and I'm looking through my news, because you know trying to do this newsletter. I'm trying to find articles, and I'm trying to find stuff that I can make sure I'm keeping the family informed about. But so I'm looking, and I find 3 people have died after attacks on Bay Area's public transit system in 5 days. So okay, all right. Nothing suspicious about that. You know, shit happens, right? Shit happens. Hold on. So let's see what type of shit is happening in Oakland, California. Because I want y'all to listen to this real quick. I didn't listen to this in advance, so forgive me for the fuckery, if there's any.
As I explained earlier in the press conference, things happened very quick, and what I described was a prison yard type of attack where the guy came up behind me and stabbed her in rapid succession 2 times, and then stabbed her sister in that same way. So it basically happened at the snap of the fingers, at the drop of the pin, that quick. The officers were in the station, and as soon as they were notified, they reacted, and they responded very, very quickly. But other than being right next to where the incident occurred, I'm still not sure it could have been prevented, but the officers were very rapid in their response. They were at the station. He is a parolee. He got out of the California Department of Corrections prison system about 4 months ago, and we haven't connected him with any type of radical group or white supremacist group or anything like that.
Okay, they haven't connected him to it, but I want y'all to listen to this, because yesterday, remember, one of the key pieces that I said was it appears to be some testing of waters going on here. Right? So we see the stand your ground. We see the stand your ground stabbing, right? Stand your ground, right? Remember that, right? Y'all remember that, right? Stand your ground. Just the other day. So now we got this dude.
In the time it
hold on. So they
takes for a bite of
once I turn one on, all of them want to feel they could come on. So now listen. An 18-year-old woman was stabbed to death at the public transit station Sunday evening in Oakland, California. I don't own no push-ups because that's an article. Marking the 3rd death, I guess I own push-ups. Marking the 3rd death in less than a week from unrelated attacks on the Bay Area transit system known as BART. Now, so they're not clear about who's dying, right? But we do know about this one, and we do know about the person that done it. So let's go into it. On Imani night, Nia Wilson was walking on the subway platform with her sister when a man stabbed her in an unprovoked attack. According to the Bay Area Rapid Transit official, Nia's sister, Latifa, was also stabbed and seriously injured. In my close to 30 years of police experience, it was probably one of the most vicious attacks that I've seen, BART Police Chief Carlos Rojas said, citing surveillance video in a Monday press conference. Police identified the suspect as John Corwell, 27, who was taken into custody Monday on Umoja, according to the BART police. So they got tweets, they got pictures of him. Yep. Yep. Straight West Asian. Rojas described Corwell as a violent felon, saying he was currently on parole after getting out of the California prison system 4 months ago. Surveillance video showed not just the stabbing on the platform, but the attacker removing his clothing in the parking structure as he fled, police said. All right. BART police officer was patrolling the MacArthur station on Sunday night when the two sisters were stabbed around 9:36 p.m. They rendered aid to the two victims, according to a BART news release. As the search intensified for Caldwell in hours after the attack, BART police received a call Monday evening that a passenger had spotted the suspect on one of the trains. Rojas said officer was able to take Caldwell into custody. He was not armed when he was detained, Rojas said. We're glad that in less than 24 hours we were able to get this suspect into custody, Rojas said. It was unclear whether Caldwell has a lawyer. Rojas said he had not yet been charged. On Umoja evening, marchers held a vigil for Wilson that brought nearly 1,000 people to downtown Oakland, according to an estimate by Oakland police. The senseless, violent stabbing of two young women on a BART train platform last night has shaken our community, said Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf in a statement. Although investigators currently have no evidence to conclude that this tragedy was racially motivated or that the suspect was affiliated with any hate group, the fact that his victims were both young African American women stirred deep pain and a palpable fear in all of us who acknowledge the reality that our country still suffers from a tragic, deeply racist history, she said. Corwell is white, but police say no motive have been established. Well, we kind of could structure a motive, right? We know the motive, right? We kind of know the motive, right? All right. Because we could structure a motive here. You know what I'm saying? You a white male randomly picking two black females. You know what I'm saying? You stab one to death. Jail type stabbing. You stab the other. Right? You know what I'm saying? Now, stabbing is a very violent and angry type of personal type of murder. You know what I'm saying? It's up close and personal. Right? Somebody, I don't like guns, I like knives. So when you taking somebody out with a knife, close and personal, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I want to get to know you. I want to suck your soul out before you die type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Although investigators currently have no evidence to conclude that the tragedy was racially motivated. Okay, I'm going to skip that. Corwell is white, but police say no motives has been established. Corwell hasn't been connected to any radical right wing or white supremacist group. See, and this is the issue. What we keep getting caught into, or we keep allowing them to loop us into, well, at least not those Daily Toasters, we're allowing people to loop it into where you have to belong to a group. You're supposed to belong. You don't have to belong to a group. These groups no longer have like meetings and register motherfuckers. Right now, they're operating in like terrorist systems, or they're operating in the cell type fashion because it's too easy nowadays to destroy a traditional based organization with all of the things that we're trying to get. You know what I'm saying? Buildings and shit. It's easy to destroy those. The best things to combat this system, the best thing to combat is cell-like organism, right? Read the it's something called The Starfish. It's a book about it's called something in the Starfish, where you can cut the starfish into a bunch of pieces and they'll grow into different starfishes and shit. You understand what I'm saying? So the whole idea of the cell type organization is that you can have a rather than have one large organization, you got many small organizations that's all working towards one idea. So if something happens, if the larger group do not want to be connected with the madness that small group did, they could be like, they don't have to say nothing. But if that small group does something that they want to take credit for, yes, we did that. We did that one, but we didn't do that one. Right? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's so we got to understand how people coming, how they gonna come. Got to understand that, right? Caldwell was paroled in May after being sentenced to 2 years in prison for second-degree robbery, according to California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation spokeswoman Terry Thornton, discussing the motive that it is so far unknown. Wilson's godfather, Daryl Alum, said, "We are asking the African American community to stand down right now." Discussing the motives that is so far unknown, Wilson's godfather, Daryl Alums, said, "We are asking the African American community to stand down right now." Now, the first thing I got to ask is, like, you know, what's his rank? You know, I mean, he asked the motherfucker, stand down. That's military terms, family. You know what I'm saying? That's military terms. You know what I'm saying? You know, stand down. You know, stop. Don't be violent. Forgive. No, stand down. So I'm wondering, because maybe he connected. You know what I'm saying? Stand down. Is he asking that, or is that an order coming from somebody else? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, family. Because it's like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you know, stand down. Whoa, that's military speak, family. That's military speak. So this is the question, right? Because the first thing that start to happen, and we have to kind of get this through our heads. I will do to you what I can do and get away with. Period. If I can steal from you and there's no consequences, I will continue stealing from you. If I can rob you and there's no consequences, I will continue robbing you. If I can kill you and there are no consequences, I will continue to kill you. What are the consequences? Right? This man is telling our folks to stand down. That motherfucker shouldn't make it through prison. He shouldn't make it to court. I'm just saying, because justice given by others is not true justice. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna depend on the courts. That's been that shit is over. We're moving beyond that now. But you know, hey, about to get in trouble around here, fucking around with these. You know, it's getting crazy. One of my Oberlin alums was there, along with other brothers and sisters, to show resistance to attacks on us in the Bay Area. Wow. So there are other attacks, and then there was 3 other attacks. Like, now one, I want you, because we got to pay attention to, one of the attacks was a person that went supposedly to the hospital with a busted lip and a scratch on the knee. And the dude wasn't feeling well. He went to the hospital, came back from the hospital. Now, well, hold on. One of them was on a transient, man. They didn't say what color he was. Transient dude who they found basically brain dead. The another attack was on a dude, or I think it was a guy. He had a busted lip and he had a cut on his leg. Said he wasn't feeling well. He went to the hospital. They sent him back home. And they found him dead in his bed. So now my question is, how did he die? Is it, some type of poison? What the fuck going on here? And it's like, some shit going on. See, because like I said, we got shit going on. All this shit is just happening. It just, it's just happening. Now, it's all coincidence, right? Right? But I'm one that I don't believe in coincidence. I don't believe in them. No. Shit. When shit start flowing together, it's going together. You understand what I'm saying? When shit start flowing together, it's going together. Ain't no goddamn coincidence. We got So now, what we have to start doing, this one reason I'm talking about this interactive newsletter, right? This dynamic newsletter. Because other people, when we start posting stuff up, other people that are subscribed to it can start posting information up. See, because it's stuff that's happening that we don't know. Everything is not making it to the media. Everything is they're not going to tell you everything that's going on, because the whole piece is they have to get you to stand down. Fuck forgiveness. Now it's no longer forgiveness now. It's let's forgive. No, it's stand down. Straight military speak. I'm just saying. CeeLo say stand down. What about stand up? Right? So now another story, and then we're gonna get into these libations. Here we go, family. Here we go. So we on the military side, we on the protecting ourselves side. So we got to move cognizant of the situation we in. We got to talk to our kids, right? We got to talk to our loved ones and let people know that we are aware. So because maybe we might, and I hate to get like this, but we might have to go back. We might have to go to some damn drills, because we got people around us that like to ask a lot of questions. When I say get down, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not debating. I say no, I'm not debating. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Boom. It has to happen. Get down. Why? Okay. Stay up if you won't. Alright, 2 recent studies shed light on this one. Is that one that I read was from CNN. You can find that on CNN. I'll probably post it up. The housing hunt just got harder for black people. This is from the Louisiana Weekly. 2 recent studies shed light on the challenges African Americans face when searching for quality and affordable housing. One report quantified the uphill battle for black families seeking to find affordable apartments. African Americans who earn the national median black household income. So it's a national median for black households. Just letting y'all know. Of 39,647. I think Kwame explained that the median is the number exactly in the middle. It's not the average. It's the number right exactly in the middle. So there's 50%. There's 49% above and 49% below, or something like that. Or is it 50% above, 50% below? This is the exact middle number, right? So the median black household income of $39,647 per year can only afford to pay for just 16% of available rentals, MarketWatch.com reported recently. Zillow, the online real estate database company, issued the report that's based on the industry standard of people spending 30% of their pre-tax annual income on housings. By the standard, a home is considered affordable if people stay within the 30% spending limit on rent or mortgage. White people who earn the median income for their demographic and stay within the 30% limit could afford nearly half the available rentals, the study found. The housing situation is made worse by another problem. Real estate agents systematically steer black folks who can afford to purchase a house to neighborhoods with environmental problems more than white home buyers. Think Progress reported. The range of environmental issues include places with high concentrations of toxic contamination and pollution. These problems are outlined in a study titled Sorting or Steering Experimental Evidence on the Economic Effects of Housing Discrimination that was published in July for the National Bureau of Economic Research. I might have to get that. These results are the first that we know of to demonstrate housing discrimination by real estate agents to pollution, exposure, and to a range of other economic disadvantages. Peter Christensen, a professor of economics at the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign and one of the authors of the study, told Think Progress. The study provided evidence for a pattern of racial discrimination that environmental justice and civil rights groups have long noted. Yep. See, and they didn't mention that. See, we got to start understanding. So that's why what we do is going to be needed, because they're not filling in the piece. So there's we all Americans, right? But there's a black median income. There's a white median income. Why is that? Nobody ever wants to address the issue. Why is there such a difference between the black median income and the white national median income, right? But hey, this is America. This is America, right? And it's, like I said, and it's our responsibility to change, right? To change the world for our children, right? Because everybody we just wanted to be, we just wanted to be fair. I'm at a point now, fuck fair. It's beyond that. The opportunity to make it level is already passed. We need to go on towards shit. You know what I'm saying? I need to be put in a place where there's no competition. God damn it! You know what I'm saying? It's over. You know what I'm saying? The whole level playing field. I don't even want that shit no more. I want the shit slanted in my kids' advantage. Fuck that. It's been slanted in other people's advantage. Other people's come from other places getting advantage. I want it slanted in my kids' advantage. Fuck that. I don't want a level playing field no more. Y'all had the chance for the level player field. We had the chance for the... No, we're playing to win now. Fuck that. And I want every advantage. Every advantage. Every advantage that I can get for my kids, I'm getting it. Fuck leveling the playing field. You know what I'm saying? Hit your three. I want reparations and beyond. It's beyond reparations now. It's getting ridiculous. They could have settled this with reparations years ago. It's getting ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It's getting ridiculous. Now we're reading evidence that we're being put into toxic waste zones and shit. We knew this, right? But we got the evidence. I mean, we got the, even though we had the evidence before, But it's a beautiful morning. We're gonna drink this water. I'm gonna put on some water drinking music, and then we're gonna go and do our toast. I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here because I understand we got a busy day today. It's a great Kujichagulia, by the way. You know what I'm saying? My music playlist don't want to pop up. There we go. Let's see. While we at it, tonight on Folk Tales for Grown Folks. Folk Tales for Grown Folks. I'm about to give me some title music. I'm gonna look for somebody to go and put together. We need to put together some title music for these shows. Folk Tales for Grown Folks. All right. So the folk tale for the night is The Peasant and the Apple Tree. For those who don't know, we have folk tale for grown folks at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Kujichagulia. A peasant and the apple tree. Listen up. A peasant had in his garden an apple tree, which bore no fruit, but only served as a harbor for the sparrows and the grasshoppers. He resolved to cut it down, and taking his axe in his hand, made a bold stroke at its roots. The grasshoppers and sparrows entreated him not to cut down the tree that sheltered them, but to spare it, and they would sing to him and listen to and lighten his labors. They would sing to him and lighten his labors. He paid no attention to their requests, but gave the tree a second and third blow with the axe. When he reached the hollow of the tree, he found a hive full of honey. Having tasted the honeycomb, he threw down his axe, and looking on the tree as sacred, took great care of it. Self-interest alone moves some men. Tell your friends, tell the family. We're going to have a good discussion tonight. We're going to get into this one. This one right here. This one right here. Not only will change your life, but it'll change some of the views that we have and how we deal with other people. You know, all this action. I mean, I want you to think about that story. I want you to think about where our people fit in that story. Are we the man with the axe, or are we the sparrows and the grasshoppers seeking shelter and tree? Are we the tree? Maybe we the honeycomb. Where do you fit in that story? Right? Remember, when you breaking down, like I said, you know, like in my book called Lost Art of Storytelling, I gotta redo it. It's put together horribly. But anyway, in there I tell you how to use it. And also in my Gye-Nyame Journey handbook for life for warrior training, right? I talk about how to use the folktales. You are the folktale. I mean, you fit into the folktale. How do you fit in the folktale? How to use the folktale? So I want you really got to listen to these stories, because this is like it's giving us the combination to the lock, right? It's giving us an experiential type of knowledge where we could put ourselves in the story and experience what is being talked about from many different levels. All right? So let me go and put on this water drinking music. Let's listen to Ivan Van Sertima.
That Adam and Eve myth, interpreted as it was later on in history, led to profound conceptions of the woman as inferior, and sometimes in some civilizations as essentially evil. So she's supposed to be the great seductress, the weaker kind, etc. This was not the case in the African mythology. So that you already had a divine myth which gave a basis. It was a sort of bedrock for a reality that would give the woman greater freedom and power. It is not an accident, therefore, that many of the goddesses of the Europeans were black. They could have chosen their own women, they chose some of their own women, but the most important goddesses were black. Not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is a black woman, Andromeda. If you see them represented in Hollywood, they're all white. But if you go back to the original vases, the original art of the Greeks, you will find that the only women they could find to represent the finest attributes in the feminine world were black women. Actual black women. They were literally living black women in Ethiopia.
That was Black Women in Antiquity by Ivan Van Sertima, featuring Mr. Deity. That shit is hot. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get the I was like, dude, you need to go and do some more of those. Where we take the speeches of our scholars and our great thinkers and put it over music. You know what I'm saying? Some hot beats. You know what I'm saying? You know, and like I said, I guess that's like a Gye-Nyame exclusive or some shit. I don't know. You know, but that was hot. Now, because I'm thinking about some Amos Wilson over some hot ass beats. I'm not a DJ though, right? I heard Brother Kemet did John Henry Clark during the Malcolm X festival, you know, and it's like the beat was hot, and like I said, I offered a reward because I got up there, I got inspired, you know what I'm saying? Got inspired. I said, shit, I'm gonna get $20 to whoever could tell me who this is speaking. So under 20, you got to be under, because you know elders trying to get money. Like, sit down, sit your ancient ass down, and let the babies get the money. All right. So the babies have to go around and ask the elders, well, who is it? Yeah, you know. And they won, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it was a beautiful thing. So now, let's go and do this toast real quick. So, here we go. All right. First call on the creator, by whatever name you choose to call the creator, we lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there we move to our list, to the stars of the show. And you like, Billy, how do you held us a hostage since 516, man? Just do that, ancestors, and shut up. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. All right. We got Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert the Texan, David Sherman Brown, Sr., Rose D. Tilly, Georgia William, Walter, Christopher Fanny Gasson, Aunt Linka, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, of her Brown, Jenny Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman, Normal X, Pat Maya Ra, Malika Fakir, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ageni, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulliam, the Luxor Brothers, Miss Edith Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Mrs. Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rindelman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Carolyn D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Welly, B. the Farmer, Augusta Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Deolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keach Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore, Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Surgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Del Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W.S. Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatat Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey and London, Ohio, Frank and Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vena Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Alice Murphy. Let's go to the pretty book. Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irving, Hiram Phillips, William Ford Jr., Margaret Logan Phillips Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Morel Ellis as Elizabeth Battles, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Baba Naeem, Tim Butler, Ramey Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., John Dewey, and Ruth Beer, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Bet Vaughn, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staton, Joe Jamel Alls, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlington Houston, Albert Moore, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Martha Ford, Dawson, Big Mama, Nana Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Frances, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Vivian Stevenson, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Lester and Rachel Saunders, John Bowie, Alex Nixon, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Melly Miller, Halsey Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Aunt Becca, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Lee Irby, Tom Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Haley Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Edgar Armstrong, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Jerry Dorr, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Emma McClendon, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irving, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Hazel Gatson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Jennifer Sensabaugh, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee, Mosley, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbert Longmire, Edith Cadney, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Phyllis Lee, DeFridas Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry. Raise up our glass to our ancestors and we say Ashe. From there we move to the present moment. Y'all know what's up.
Damn, Rod, come on! What's the matter with you?
Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
Y'all heard it? We in the moment. So in this moment, where are we? We are on Kujichagulia. This is my day. My day. Alright? Kujichagulia. For those that don't know, don't speak the language, you should by now. Self-determination. What is it? The day of the demonic principle of the day is justice. The color is indigo. The Hermetic laws correspondence. If you was born on this day in your mail, it's Kwabena. That's me. I'm a Kwabena. Kwabena. Self-determination is my principle. Everybody got a principle. Everybody got a day, right? Everybody got a principle, day name, right? Kwabena. Female, Abena. That's Gina G. Lord have mercy. All right. And from the most emancipation circles, African Center Cultural Virtue and Value System. In Wolof today, the word is Kursa, self-respect and respect for others. Akan ethics, generosity and obedience. No, generosity and beneficence, my fault. And in traditional Yoruba, we got Ifarabale, calmness. I think I said that right. All right. So in this moment, we lift up our glass and we salute. Because in this moment is our power and we say Ashe. From there we move to our children's children unto infinity. And we toast them in advance. And we say Ashe. From there we move on. And from there we move to where? We move to all of our relations and we say Ashe. From there, where do we go? We move from there. Where do we go? We go to this selfish libation for you. Selfish toast. All right? Take a moment. What is it that you need? What's going on with your health? What's going on with your mind? What's going on with your life? What you need? If you toasting with me and you taking it seriously, your ancestors and the creators right there. Ask for it. Ask for what you want. Lift up a glass and we say, Ashe. From their family, last but not least, toast the most powerful being in the room. Guess who that is? Come on. Take a guess. Go and guess. Who is it? Who? Can he? Who? That's right. Toast you, the most powerful being in the room. Right? Because if it was not for you, the universe would not be moving right now. We are all a manifestation of your thoughts. Right? Even me. All right? So I lift up my glass to you. I salute you. Say drink. Stay humble. You know. As my older brother Albino told me. He said, you're no higher than a blade of grass and no lower than the roots. Right? You're all important at the same time, but at the same time, you're not important at all. So, being the most powerful being in the room, I lift my glass up to you. Say, stay humble. Right? Make shit happen. Stop being so mean to yourself. Right? Stop being so mean to the world. Alright? So lift up the glass and we say Ashe. Oh man, I gotta give me a glass. Ashe. 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 Alright. I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. Oh, we're gonna have a training popping up soon, family. So stay alert. Stay alert. We got a training coming. Right? Yep. Working on getting my case of here. We also got something coming for that Marcus Garvey celebration. Yep. But it's gonna be a week off, so I'm gonna be keeping you informed about that. So family, it's about to go down. So August is going to be a marvelous month. All right, at least that's the girl, and then we're gonna start school back, which means we're gonna be able to impact our young people all throughout the year. Right? And then also, let me say this. Also, with all this farming that's going on, family, the young people that are working with the urban gyms will be able to provide people in the community with consistent and regular greens, food, right? Salad, lettuce, some herbs, greens like collards, kale. I'm gonna have a whole list for y'all of stuff they're gonna be growing all year round. And what we need for a crew of families to be like, yo, I will buy that from you on a regular basis. So we keep the garden moving. So we gonna, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all could take turns. So let's get 30 families, and every 3 months you buy something from them. You know. So it's like boom. So we're gonna have some people buying stuff on a monthly or bi-weekly basis from these young people who are doing the entrepreneurial thing and doing the best type of entrepreneurship. You know why? Because they control the product vertically from the beginning to the end. So now the next step is one, teaching them how to get the seeds off of some of the plants. So now they can control the process totally vertically from all the way, and then even getting them to start producing their own soil and their own rocks that work in the the aeroponic garden. I mean, it's so many different directions we could take this, right? But the young people will be controlling production of the green from the beginning to the end. That's called a vertical. A vertical business model. They'll be able to do that. And that's how you form a staple. And I keep telling y'all about staples in our community. And a major staple that we have to have in our community, because shea butter or the oil that you use to get rid of ash is good, but your body can't produce ash if you're not eating. You understand what I'm saying? You die if you're not eating. So a staple in the truest sense has to be something that is necessary for survival. And food is something necessary for survival, and the food that these young people produce fits right in line with the African heritage diet. Man, listen, the ancestors is working with us. All we got to do is open our eyes. All we got to do is open our eyes and start allowing the process to take place. Start to it's a beautiful thing, right? So, hey, this brother High Tim, I'm about to get up out of here. Been running my mouth long enough. Oh, my fault. Let me go on, because this is flat. I can see it's flat. My last bottle. I had to help somebody. Ooh, the flash is strong in this one. The force is with this one. Taking my voice away. All right, peace out, family. I'm out. This is Brother High Tim, and thank you for joining us for the Daily Toast. All right, Spreaker. We out.